Imagine a quiet morning. The sun gently rises over a dew-kissed meadow. Birds sing sweetly in the nearby trees. A gentle breeze whispers through the leaves. This is the serene backdrop of forgiveness. It's in this peaceful space that we begin to understand the heart of Jesus' teachings. Jesus, often found in prayer amidst nature's embrace, knew the profound power of forgiveness. He understood its ability to calm the storms within us. He taught that forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to the strength found in love and compassion. Forgiveness, like this tranquil morning scene, offers us a fresh start. It's an invitation to let go of the burdens we carry and embrace the peace that surpasses all understanding. It's a journey back to the heart of God and a step towards healing our own. Jesus' teachings were revolutionary in many ways. He challenged the status quo and called people to live differently. At the heart of his message was a radical concept: love your enemies and forgive those who wrong you. This wasn't just a suggestion, it was a fundamental principle. Forgiveness, Jesus taught, is not optional for those who seek to follow him. It's the very foundation upon which we build our lives as his disciples. Just as a house needs a strong foundation to stand firm, our spiritual lives require the bedrock of forgiveness. Why is forgiveness so crucial? Because it reflects the very nature of God. When we forgive, we mirror God's immeasurable love and grace, extended to us freely despite our imperfections. This act of mirroring God transforms us from the inside out. Imagine carrying a heavy sack of stones on your back. Each stone represents a past hurt, a grudge, or a resentment. The weight slows you down, making it difficult to move forward. This is the burden of unforgiveness. Unforgiveness keeps us tethered to the past, replaying old hurts and grievances. It fills our hearts with bitterness, resentment, and anger, stealing our joy and inner peace. We become prisoners of our own making, trapped in a cycle of pain and negativity. Jesus, in his infinite wisdom, understood the heavy toll unforgiveness takes on our souls. He knew that holding on to anger and resentment only harms us in the end. He offered a different way, a path of liberation through the power of forgiveness. In the Lord's Prayer, Jesus taught his disciples to pray, "Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us." Matthew 6:14. The word trespasses can also be understood as debts. When someone wrongs us, it's as if they have incurred a debt. Unforgiveness holds on to that debt, demanding repayment with interest. It keeps us bound to the offender and the offense. But Jesus offers a radical alternative: to cancel the debt, to let go of the demand for repayment. This doesn't mean forgetting the wrong or condoning the action. It means choosing to release the offender from the debt they owe us, freeing ourselves from the bitterness and resentment that bind us. This is the path to true freedom and inner peace. Jesus' call to forgive extends far beyond what we might consider humanly possible.
Lord, how often will my brother sin against me and I forgive him? As many as 7 times?
Jesus' answer is astounding.
I do not say to you 7 times, but 77 times.
77 times represents limitless forgiveness, a divine measure that transcends human understanding. It's a call to forgive not just once or twice, but as many times as it takes, reflecting God's infinite capacity for forgiveness towards us. This level of forgiveness seems impossible on our own. We are human after all, capable of feeling hurt and anger. But Jesus doesn't leave us to navigate this alone. He offers us the strength and grace to forgive, even when it feels impossible. Forgiveness is not just an act of obedience or a religious duty. It's a powerful force for transformation, both within ourselves and in the world around us. When we choose to forgive, we break the chains of bitterness and resentment, allowing healing to begin. Imagine a prisoner finally released from captivity, free to embrace a new life. This is the liberation that comes with true forgiveness. We are no longer defined by the hurts of the past, but are empowered to move forward with hope and freedom. This transformation doesn't erase the past, but it allows us to see it through a different lens. It softens our hearts, enabling us to empathize with others, even those who have wronged us. It opens the door to reconciliation and paves the way for a more peaceful and just world. Forgiveness, while a profound spiritual act, is not a passive process. It requires intentionality, courage, and a willingness to let go. Here are some practical ways to practice forgiveness in our daily lives. 1. Acknowledge the hurt. Allow yourself to feel the pain and acknowledge the wrong that was done. Denying or minimizing our feelings only hinders the healing process. 2. Choose to forgive. Make a conscious decision to forgive the person who hurt you. Remember, forgiveness is a choice, not a feeling. 3. Pray for the offender. Pray for their well-being, asking God to bless them and help them to grow. This doesn't excuse their actions, but helps to soften our hearts towards them. 4. Release the debt. Imagine yourself releasing the person from the debt they owe you. Visualize cutting the cords that bind you to the hurt and resentment. 5. Practice empathy. Try to see the situation from the offender's perspective. While this doesn't excuse their behavior, it can help us to understand their actions and cultivate compassion. Remember, forgiveness is a journey, not a destination. There may be setbacks and times when old hurts resurface. Be patient with yourself and lean on God's grace to guide you through the process. In a world often driven by anger, revenge, and division, forgiveness stands as a beacon of hope and healing. It's a testament to the enduring power of love and compassion, reminding us that even in the face of great pain, we have the capacity to choose mercy over judgment, grace over condemnation. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Jesus reminds us in Luke 6:37. When we embrace the liberating power of forgiveness, we not only free ourselves from the chains of resentment, but also open the door to experiencing the fullness of God's love and grace in our own lives. Let us strive to live out this radical call to forgiveness, becoming instruments of peace and reconciliation in a world desperately in need of healing. For in the words of the Apostle Paul, be kind to one another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, as God in Christ forgave you. Ephesians 4:32.